Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic called sounds. Today we're going to talk about sounds and other things related to sounds. The contents are: what causes sounds? How does sound travel? Volume, the pitch, and mediums. So, what causes sound? Sounds comes from a source, like the piano sound comes from the piano. Sound happens when a thing vibrates. The vibration travels into the air particles and then through our ears. Vibrations are these things that we cannot see, but we can feel and hear it. For example, that sound makes a vibration. It shakes. It vibrates, it shakes, and it makes a sound like like some ripples. If you throw something into water, it makes ripples. It vibrates. Our ears send the particles from the vibration, the sound, to our brains, and then our brains feel the sound. So, how does sound travel to our ears and we feel the sound? Well, from the source, which is the piano, the vibrations pass through the air particles, like I've said. Those particles travels into our ears, into the ear canal. Our ears trap the vibration in the ear canal and to the cochlea, to the auditory nerves. And those nerves send messages to our brain, and then we hear the sound. This may be complicated, but it happens in 1 second. There, I can hear the sound already, immediately. So, volume, okay? There are two kinds of volume. Well, there are many kinds, but two of the most important ones are loud and soft. Some loud sounds are thunder and airplane flying. Some soft sounds are whisper and leaves rustling. We use a sound level meter to measure the volume of sound. This is a sound level meter. There's a microphone here, and this screen shows how many decibels. The unit of sound is decibels, which or in the units they also write in dB, lowercase d and capital B. Sounds which are over 85 decibels can damage your ears. If you hear them too much, it can damage your ears, like airplane flying or thunder. It can lead to death. Okay? So, speaking of volume, another important thing in sound is pitch. What is pitch? Pitch is how high or low is the sound. Wait a minute. What's wrong with it? There are two kinds of pitch, high and low pitch. Some examples of high pitch are screeching, like the balloons screeching and screaming. Let's hear it. Let's hear some high pitch in the piano. This high pitch is like very high, like this. It has some fast vibrations, and also the air column is short, so that we can make a high pitch sound in our voice. Some examples of low sound, like this one. You can't hardly hear that music note, because it's too low. There are some other low instruments like the didgeridoo in Australia. Why they are low? Because the didgeridoo is very long. It has a very long column of air. Yeah? Oh, wait. This one is the didgeridoo. In fact, it can be as long as from here to there, because it's very low. It has a very low sound. It has a long column of air, which makes slow vibrations. Okay, so sounds can travel because of mediums. What are mediums? Well, mediums are matters which sound can travel through. There are three kinds of mediums: solid, liquid, and gas. Sound travels best through solid, less through liquid, and worse through air. Why? Well, some of you think that sound should travel worse through solid, but this ain't true. Because the particles in the solid don't move very much. They're just shaking a little, so that the sound, the vibrations, don't need to travel anywhere far like gas. If I cuff my hands like this and it's speaking to my hand, can you hear me? It sounds like it's a bit louder, right? But when I speak into the air, it's like softer. Yeah. So you know that in space there's a thing called a vacuum. A vacuum is where in space that doesn't have any matter. So sounds can travel through a vacuum because the vacuum doesn't have any matter or mediums that sound can travel into through. Okay? So let's go here. This is a solid, liquid, and gas. The gas particles are spaced from each other, and the vibrations have to go to every single particles of it, which is very, very far. Yeah. So if you want to muffle a sound, you don't want to make a sound more soft, don't use a very hard material like wood, because that just makes the sound louder. Use a soft material like a pillow or an ear defender. They are usually made by cotton, which is perfect for muffling sounds. And that's the end of my presentation about sounds. Thank you for listening. And bye.
A piece of
That's the sound of the piano. Isn't it lovely?